today I'm talking about an educational system in Finland, Mexico, and Argentina. My name is Azul Martinez, and I currently in the second semester of the degree in Modern Languages in the Humanities area of the Autonomous University of Baja. The purpose of this video is analyze three different educational systems as a complementary research of the educational system around the world, including our country. Also compare the opportunities in education and mention some advantage and disadvantage of studying in these countries. So let's do it.
Finland, a country located in the North Europe, is considered the foreign nation with an excellent educational system. In this country, the education from pre-primary to higher education is free or shared. Something particular about this country is that it has not standardized tests and students are in charge of rating their academic performance.
Well, since the 1980s, Finnish educators had focused on making this basically a priority. The education should be an instrument to balance and all social equality. All students receive free school meals, each have access to health care, secular consequently, and individualism guidance. Also, in Finland has an excellent university for applicant since and students have the opportunity to research in their area and get a doctor. One advantage is that early childhood education and care supports development, learning, and well-being for a child. But I think that is a bit inconvenient since they prepare children for the future, but not to enjoy their childhood. In Mexico, basic education is normally divided into three levels: primary school, junior high school, and high school. Public schools in Mexico are free and shared and secular. Unfortunately, the schools are often unfunded and lacking in resources, and that is why a high percentage of Mexicans don't continue their basic or university studies. For that reason, Mexico is considered the 15th nation in the education. Although there are many private schools in Mexico, most private schools offer an excellent standard of education. But even without coming close to having an educational similar to Finland, for example, there are some exceptions and it's pays to be careful because some of these can be extremely expensive. The opportunity to study in a school with a superior academic level are very low for the advantageous citizens. I think that if Mexico had a better education system in public schools, students would have better opportunities to study in a university or get a job in favorable conditions. Um, an advantage for studying in Mexico is that the most of the universities work together with universities in other countries, and there are many opportunities to have a scholarship. Also, studying in Mexico is much cheaper than in other countries.
Argentina is located at the southern tip of the South America and is considered the 61st nation in education. The educational system is divided into four distinct levels. However, kindergarten is not compulsory and only students who want to prepare more early start to study this level. But this country has many problems in this government and it is difficult to pay attention to education when there are these types of issues.
Well, since the beginning of the 19th, the so-called National Evaluation Operation tests had been carried out in the country's primary and secondary schools because this country had tried to improve the educational system, but have been considered that has been not the solution. Um, Argentina has a lot of economic problems, and this had affected educational because for a long time many Argentine teachers were not paid for their work, and they didn't teach classes of give them without the necessary motivation to support their students to get ahead. Education in Argentina is encouraged due to all the social context that the country is going through, and it's difficult to believe in education when person who steals, kills, and sells illegal things is better paid than the people that have been students. All countries having the opportunity to improve their educational system, but it's hard to believe that educational is unnecessary in your life when you have grown up in a society that is ruled by violence and corruption. I hope the education can improve for all countries and all child equal to countries that are in the first levels of the education.